Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a cast of StarCraft 2. This is just a game of StarCraft 2. It's not any professional players, but I think that everyone likes to have their games casted once in a while, and you can have your game casted if you would like your game to be casted. Just send me your game, your replay, label it if you like, and tell me if you want me to cast it, or BroJack, or Noob Guy, and we'll get one of those casters to cast it for you. Toot sweet! If I'm using the phrase correctly, spawning in the top right-hand corner of the screen, we've got Anthonyx, and in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, we have Larfleeze. Larfleeze is the sender in of the replay. He has entitled, or she has entitled this replay, MD Stefano Mass Zergling No Upgrades Style. Which is interesting. I think that'll be, you know, that series of words and the interpretation of that series of words will be interesting. Going for a double hatch before pool with a gas in the middle, interesting. If Larfleeze puts all the workers in the gas right away, I think he's going to have, or she's going to have too much gas. Larfleeze will have too much gas. Is going to wait and then not wait, gonna kill some gas, and then there we go, getting those perfect three number of units in the gas. And then there we go, a little bit of mineral murder there, but it's okay, it's just 5 minerals. And we have the spawning pool, great. Very excellent. And, love this, gonna come in and look at your opponent. Sometimes, and realizing there's a rush, sometimes I think a lot of players' tendencies will be to be afraid and just sort of not look outside their base and just stay in their little world and build up their army and then attack. Which is great. If you want to do that, then do it, you know? Experience StarCraft the way you want to. But if you find yourself losing games by a wide margin, or winning games by a wide margin, nothing really in between, a lot of times it's because you're just kind of playing in the dark. And just get out there. Just send an overlord out, send a worker out, get out there. Say hi to your opponent. See what's going on with your opponent. And maybe at first you don't know what you're seeing and you wouldn't be able to identify that this is a rush. But if you keep looking and keep your brain in the on position, you're gonna do fine. Nice, cancel. Keeps the drone alive, very good. Ooh, missed that cancel. So, gotta stay on top of those cancels. Cancel number 3, yeah, 2 to 3 is not bad, well done. Well done, keeps the drone alive as well. So, very aggressive builds here. It was scouted. The reason why, static D, defend when your opponent attacks, very good. The reason why is 2 gateways. If you go into your opponent's base and you see 2 gateways, and there's no expansion, then you can assume that some aggression is on the way, because gateways are units, or buildings that make units, and units kill you. Units attack, that's what units do. Sometimes they defend, but a lot of times they attack, so. Nice positioning over here. Trying to get a little, maybe run by into this area, or a flank, but not getting that opportunity. Always good to be set up. Be ready for things as they come along, and if they work out, then great. If they don't work out, you can try something else. And build in some drones, but mostly lings. Nice. Very good. And the larvae are very strong. Gonna go ahead and go up to 3 gateways here. You can go up to 4. You can actually spend all your money on 4, but 3 is good as well. And, Zergling's coming in here, doing a little bit of a attempted surround. Nice, nicely done. If you put your Zerglings, there we go, this is a nice position. This position, if there's a poke, you'll be able to get into a surrounding position. You get to attack your enemy's incoming army a lot faster. A lot faster. You know, defending with static defense is like defending with a shield, whereas defending with Zerglings is like lag, you know? It's just like the game will lag out all of a sudden, and you're not really sure why. and you try to, you know, press some buttons to make it work. And then Windows will say, you know, StarCraft 2 is not responding. And you're like, oh wow, StarCraft 2 not responding. I'm gonna wait for a second for it to respond because I'm sure that StarCraft 2 is gonna be A-okay and completely respond momentarily. And sometimes you just have to totally restart everything and pick up where you left off. No problems at all. Nice surround there. Excellently done. Getting in the right position. Excuse me. And this is kind of a math situation. When you have enough units, you don't need to get the perfect surround. You can just kill everything with your stuff. When you have lots of stuff. So utilizing your numbers of stuff here is going to be good. Excellently done. So, what I was saying before was defending with the static D is like your shield, right? The thrust of your opponent's sword is coming in. You block with your shield, the static defense. And, you know, defending with the Zerglings is more like a sword. It's more like a parry. You're pushing the blow aside and it allows you to strike. So just be careful to have a sword. Have a sword too. It's good to have a sword. You don't want to defend your opponent with only shields, because then they can just keep attacking you forever and eventually your shield will break and you will lose. Always nice to have some aggressive option as well. The units can not only defend you, but they can also attack. All right, so nice. Love this counterattack. Going to totally ignore and run past all of these units and just get right in here to the undefended base, which is scouted somewhat, but generally speaking, when your opponent is being very aggressive, this is always one of your options. And utilizing the speed of the Zerglings here by doing a counterattack is great, because look, this army is still waddling its way across the map, and tons of free damage has been gotten in the meantime. Choosing to go for some buildings instead of workers, it is an interesting choice. Remember, it's your game. You can choose to play the style that you want. You can make the decisions that you want to make, and it's not always going to be the most efficient decision or the best decision, but maybe it's the one that you want to do, and that's fine. You should play the game the way that makes it fun for you to play. And Larfleeze is having fun right now, running around with these Zerglings and just completely avoiding all of these zealots. It's a very empowering feeling, like, you cannot catch me. And yeah, just gonna go home. When you're ahead, get more ahead. So here, Larfleeze might go for some drones or more Zerglings. You can go up to many drones at this point in time. You can go for this, and clearing this out is nice. You can go for many drones. You could even take a third base here if you wanted to. Really nice that the Overlord stays here. This is one of the useful things. So if you're new and you think, scouting, I don't know, what's the scouting thing all about? Just keep an eye on your opponent's number of bases. If you can do that, you're gonna be in pretty good shape. And here we are. Attack number 2. Awesome. Now you have your opponent on the defense, and your sword is gigantic. This is a deadly blow. You almost have a hammer at this, in the analogy at this point in time. You almost just have a hammer that you're smashing down on your opponent. And there's the GG. As Anthonyx is sticking around to get bludgeoned to death by the hammer of Larfleeze. Well done, well played. Remember, if you want to have your game casted, all you need to do is send your replay in to JaKaTaKtv at gmail.com. Just attach the replay file itself. It's very small. Attach it to the email that you send out, and you can go ahead and just send that in, and you can say, hey, I would like JaKaTaK to cast this, or Brojack, or Noob Guy. Those are my 3 characters that cast at the moment. There may be more in the future, but for the time being, just let me know which you would prefer, or if you would not prefer, you can just leave it up to me and I'll pick. No problem. These will be the last Heart of the Swarm replays that I'm doing, so if you're sending me a replay now, Wait for Legacy of the Void to come out and send me a Legacy of the Void replay. Because I'm recording all of these now. It's the night before BlizzCon and all through the house, etc. Go ahead and send in that replay if it's a Legacy of the Void replay. So wait for Legacy of the Void to come out, then send that replay in, because I will be moving on, as should we all, to Legacy of the Void. It is standalone and it is beautiful and great. These 3 zealots don't stand a chance. The swarm swarms on. And that's it. My name is JaKaTaK, and as always, thanks for watching. If you have an idea for a video you would like me to do, please leave with any questions, comments, criticisms, concerns, or anything beginning with the letter C in the comment section below, and I'll see you again soon.